Hi there, my name is Steve Gearhart, and as always, this is the Unagi Observer. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching the video. I appreciate it. This is a labor of love for me. This is the last interlude video. Yes, I know last week I said it was going to probably be the last interlude video, but this will be the last interlude video. And the 2026 season of the Unagi Observer will properly start. The first upload will be on March 9th. So yes, we're going to be talking about anime and some other stuff. So just want to do a quick little video for this week, and let's get into it. Alright, so first things first, if you happen to hear washing machine noises, it's because there's a washing machine on the other side of that door. I don't like smelling like fanboy funk, so that's why I do laundry. Sometimes I have to do the laundry while I'm doing these videos. I just like to smell good. Sorry, don't believe in fanboy funk. Anyway, moving right along. So, one of the rando thoughts that I had at work this week, because sometimes work gets really, really boring, and you know, as the line from the movie Empire Records goes, who knows where thoughts come from? They just appear. So the rando thought that I was having was of the English dub of Tenchi Muyo OVA. And how in there you see Tenchi and Ryoko, particularly Ryoko, you know, drinking tea. It's not tea, it's sake. But American censors, being what they are, can allow some things, like showing Tenchi being cut in half, but not be okay with characters drinking sake. So they're drinking tea and getting snookered. And, you know, it's obvious it's sake. It's in the right bottle. They're drinking out of the right cups. Even in the, I think, second to last episode of the OVA, where they start it off in the dry hot springs, right? And Ayeka gets the Asian flush, and, you know, that kind of thing going on. So we all know it's sake, but we insist that it's tea for the censors to make them feel better, I guess. And I think, wasn't there something in Dragon Ball Z? Correct me if I'm wrong. Down in the link, down the thing below. And but I think wasn't there was like Goku was at one point he's training on the ship and he reaches into the fridge and he's supposed to be pulling out a beer, but they had to change it, so they called it Pocari Sweat or something like that. Let me know if that was a correct memory or if I'm just having a Mandela effect or not. Anyway, so yeah, that was the rando thought at a boring day of work. So there you go. Happy. Anyway, so let's talk about the channel and what's going to be happening in 2026. Like I said, there's going to be some changes. I'm not going to do a themed season this time around. I'm just going to do somewhat more current anime. I'm still going to do old anime. As a matter of fact, one of the, I think, first animes I'm going to be talking about is one that's been around for a few years now, but it's the series of the Monkey Punch Lupin the Third, where we get a little bit more detailed stories about each character, and so I think we're going to lead off with that maybe. But of course, the main push of the channel is going to be anime. Like I said, we're going to do a little bit more current anime as opposed to older anime. One of the reasons for that is because the podcast that I'm part of, we do deeper dives on older anime, and they are truly deeper dives. So I kind of want to get a little bit more current with this channel. So like I said, there's not going to be any more themes. We're going to be a little bit more current. And when I say a little bit more current, I mean things that have been happening since 2019 and 2020. And if I can, the most current season of anime watching. So that's going to be the main push. But what I've noticed in the interlude videos was that you guys kind of stuck on I did a fantasy review of A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. People seem to like that. I talked a little bit about Warhammer and Battletech, and you guys, for my channel at least, seem to really like that, to have liked that. So I'm thinking that in addition to anime being the main thrust, of course, I'm going to talk a little bit more about fantasy and gaming. Not necessarily online gaming, but they can be board games, they can be RPGs, whatever like that. So I think we're going to include a little bit more than that, because it seems like that's something that some of you guys like. So hopefully we'll do that. My washer is really loud, or maybe I'm just really close to it. I don't know. What do you think here? Anywho, so and also the other thing is that we're not going to do as much CyTube as much on the channel. CyTube is something that is just a neat little thing to have, and I used to do a anime watch on CyTube that was related to the theme. Since the theme is no longer happening, that particular type of anime watch is not going to happen. I'm not saying that I might not do an anime watch on CyTube at some point, but it's just not going to be themed. It'll be whatever it is. This is going to be I think a little bit of a busier convention season for me, possibly. Signed up for RetrieverCon for March 29th. Signed up for that. Obviously, Gen Con, Anime USA, MerukiCon. Once I know more about that, I'm probably going to sign up for that as well. So I'll of course be doing reviews of those conventions as well this season. So it's going to be a little bit busy for me, I think. So anyway, so that's kind of how things are going to look for the season, and we're going to start on March 9th on an anime, possibly Lupin the Third. Who knows? Might be something else. Could be something else. Maybe, perhaps. We shall see. But yeah, that's going to be the thrust of it. And yeah, if you guys got any recommendations, or if there's something you want me to take a look at, or anything like that, please, by all means, put it down below. I'll take a look, and if I can swing it, I will. All right. So that's it for this week, and this is the last interlude video. Yes, starting the new season on March 9th. All right, so that means that you guys got to be healthy. You got to stay well. I love you guys because I want to see you out in the wild. That's why you guys got to be healthy. And if you do happen to see me out there and you want to say hello, please do. I would love to have a conversation with you. So yeah, love you guys, and as always, even the washer will agree, watch more anime.